Hello guys, Brad here again with another video, and today I want to introduce a new series on my channel. Now I mentioned this in one of my other videos. What I like to do, probably starting later today, is a new series, like a Hall of Fame fragrance series. The way this is going to work is I'm going to show you a fragrance that I will be inducting into my own personal fragrance Hall of Fame. And the purpose of this video is to introduce the series and also to give you some ground rules that I set up for this series as well. I basically decided a few things here. First of all, in order for the fragrance to be in the Hall of Fame, I actually have to own the bottle of fragrance. I can't just, say a fragrance that's on my wish list or that I have a sample of, or even a handful of samples of, because I don't think that's really fair to say that, because if it's in my Hall of Fame, I would want the whole bottle presentation in my collection. And how can you put it on your shelf and say Hall of Fame if it's a sample or even a decant? It just wouldn't seem right. It's kind of like winning the Oscars and not showing up for the ceremony or something. I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. So that's the first rule. I have to own a full bottle of fragrance in order for it to be eligible for the Hall of Fame. Number two, limit this series to 30 bottles total. Now, I'm not sure if I'll actually shoot 30 videos for this series or not, but no more than 30. Because if you follow my channel, you do know that a while back I did say that I feel that 30 bottles is the perfect amount to have in a collection. Now, I know some of us have hundreds of bottles, maybe even 1,000 bottles in our collection or more, but really that's not something I would condone. I know as a reviewer, it seems like you should review the bottle, and then after you review the bottle, you probably keep it, maybe for display purposes or whatever, maybe even wear it every now and then. But really, there are probably only 30 bottles that you really cherish and grab for on a continuous basis. So 30 bottles would be eligible for the Hall of Fame, no more, possibly less, but no more than 30. Number three, these are my personal choices. And the reason I say that is because a lot of these fragrances are going to be discontinued, reformulated, very difficult to find in 2018 and beyond. So I'm not necessarily trying to hype these fragrances up and convince you to add them to your collection, because I think as the fragrance community changes, the fragrance industry changes, fragrances become discontinued, new fragrances are introduced, and you have to base your decisions on price point, availability, freshness of the juice, stuff like that, and plus your age and your personal taste, feedback from different people and whatnot. So, so these are going to be my personal choices, and I'm not going to try to hype these up or convince you that you should go ahead and buy these as well. And the fourth thing is that before I review the fragrance or talk about it, add it to my Hall of Fame, it will become automatically, the day that it's inducted into my Hall of Fame, also my scent of the day. That way I can get that final feel for what it really smells like, and then I can make a final decision on whether or not I really do want to add it to my Hall of Fame. So I'm actually wearing a fragrance right now that I will probably induct into my personal Hall of Fame later today. So stay tuned for that. But that's it right now. Look forward to that Hall of Fame series. I know a lot of people are getting sort of discouraged with my channel. Bunch of samples, low scores, mediocre ratings, things like that. But this will be a way for me to show the community that I do love fragrances, at least my Hall of Fame fragrances. Not necessarily everything I smell, like some reviewers, but enough that I can have a nice collection to be proud of and go from there. So thanks for watching and continuing to support me, and I'll talk to you later.